Hi. Oh, you want to take a picture? Yeah. Yeah. Where are you from? Japan? Japan. Oh, awesome.
You guys ready? 1, 2.
So everybody knows Clark because he was Brock's little brother. You know, Brock was the big superstar and Clark was just the guy that used to charge Waimea shorebreak. I mean, he would just take off in huge Waimea shorebreak and just eat crap every time. But the photographers, we all loved him because we got great wipeout shots of him.
We're driving up Pupukea to meet Clark Little, who's the master of the shorebreak. Started out surfing waves that previously only bodyboarders would ride and has transitioned into photography. And his stuff has kind of gone beyond the normal surf photography. And he's got a gallery here in Haleiwa and got a whole cool scene going on right here on the North Shore.
Why you so mad? It's all gonna be alright. Just take a breath. Your medicine's in this pipe. It'll all work out.
This is it. This is the zone. This is headquarters.
Cool, well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no worries. Let's cruise into my little office. I think you'll be impressed with how clean and cherry it is. This is it. But this is my little office. This is where I do all my work and all my editing. And
At least your desktop's clean.
yeah, well, if it ain't one thing, it's another. You can tell. Yeah, that's my lifestyle. I mean,
I feel like usually when someone's like, "Oh, it's gonna be messy," you know, you're like, "Oh, there's a couple papers on the desk." Like,
no, I'm just giving
good.
you the true, genuine warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the real deal.
you got housings laying around everywhere. How many do you have?
I have 5 housings, I think, and about 5 cameras, 10 frames a second. So it's crap. I get excited. I start shooting in the beginning, all the way through. This is a water housing Hawaii. You can see it's kind of, I gotta go through it and get all this crap off. And the main thing is this O-ring. You know what I mean? That's the seal. I don't know what people do, but this is what I do. I use this shirt, I look for the grains of sand. And right, Beelman is who I went to see to get the information.
Out of the blue, I just got this phone call one day that he wanted to learn how to take pictures with a water housing, wave photos. You know, his wife wanted some on the wall and he just wanted some tips. So we ended up just talking about water housings and things like that. And it was the craziest snowball effect that we've ever seen. Every choice he made turned out to be the right choice. There was a recession, he quit his job to start selling prints. We were like, you're nuts, dude. Somehow it all worked out. He just pulled it off, you know, and actually showed us that there was ways to make money out there outside of the surfing industry, because he has nothing to do with the surfing industry.
Everybody's chasing pipe. Okay, I gotta get the cover shot for a surfer or surfing or whatever, you know, and I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go out to Keiki Beach and just shoot these big shorebreak waves, get inside one and see if I can get something different. I started to capture these pictures, you know, like 7 years ago when I first started, and I started sharing with my brother and with my family, and they're like, wow, that's kind of neat, that's unique. I just kept going and going, and then it turned into something like, turned into a career, you know? Unexpected. I didn't even have there wasn't a grain of sand that said, I'm gonna do this for a living. I just wanted to get a picture for the house. I mean, literally for my wife. She brought a picture home that she bought at Pictures Plus of a wave. I'm like, honey, don't even bother, dude. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna get you the killerest shot. You know, I used to surf the shorebreak. I'm gonna go out there and I'll bring it, you know, I'll get a camera and I'll capture it.
So it's all about, you didn't want your wife to hang a generic surf.
No, I was pissed, dude. I'm like, what are you even spending money on this shit for?
The rest of us have gone through the channels that everybody's always gone through, which is you start taking pictures of surfers, you start sending to the surf mags, you know, the advertisers start buying them, that kind of thing. It's just kind of like all anybody knew how to do, or that was the system. And Clark came along and basically just started shooting a bunch of pretty pictures that were all thousands of colors. I mean, you know, it's like, it was the kind of thing that the average person could relate to. It's like Candyland. Like you go into his gallery and it's like I said, like Candyland, like there's a million pictures and they're all different colors. You can get any color you want and you know what I mean? It's like, if you got $5, there's something to buy. If you got $4,000, there's something to buy, you know?
Hi. Our little gallery, no pun intended.
So this is crazy, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's an image called Big Blue, and it's shallow, it's big, it's thick, it's probably wider than it is tall, and I mean, so I'm just kind of in the zone, just like, I mean, I'm all smiles because it's sucking up and just hitting in the perfect spot.
In a split second later, what happens to you here?
I mean, I try to jump through or sneak through, so I say swim through the back. Sometimes I just get tossed. You have to make sure you get a good breath. It's like surfing and eating it, right? I mean, if you don't get that breath, you're choking. But for this, you're getting sucked under and tumbled around. Without a good breath, you're in deep kimchi.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you thinking right there?
I'm thinking, I hope this is a killer picture. Because if I'm gonna like commit and stay right there and capture it, I hope I got the shot. I kind of like this guy right here just because it's a night shot. It's big, it's frothy, and it's hard to. I use a flash, and it just lit up this big tunnel. And then you got more smaller ones with glass lips, and this one's gnarly, called Doorman. I mean, that's one of those where it's just there's no getting under it. You know, I mean, you're just gonna get like launched up the beach 50 feet. I can't just pick one. You know, I mean, there's always a new favorite. I go out, get something new, and then it's hard to select your favorite. You know.
With Clark, he's out there on some really small days, and he's out there on really big days. I think he's crazy to go out on the big days because his best photos are the small days. And half the time you can't tell if it's a small wave or big wave, and so he can just show you a picture of a small wave and tell you it's a big wave. You'd never know the difference. But he is out there on those big days because he loves it. He loves the rush, the adrenaline rush. And a 4-foot wave at Keiki is so heavy. It's so crazy. It's so dangerous. You know, it could slam you and break your neck so easy.
Do you have a constant stream of like water coming out of your nose when you get home and like shells?
Chunks. Sand, my wife gets pissed because the bed's got all this sand on it after I jump in and sleep. And what are you doing again? Yeah, no, I carry sand and shells, bro. Chunks do with me. And of course, like the ears are all full. I can't hear half the time because it's, you know, you're just getting smacked. I mean, you can't avoid it. If you're gonna sit and wait for that perfect shot, guarantee you're gonna just get swatted. And you gotta kind of like prepare, hold your breath. You try to sneak out, but not every time you can. Sometimes you just get mowed. I mean, I've got sucked, I've got smashed, separated my shoulder. I mean, you just basically, it's all panic, right? I mean, my camera's like hanging on the leash and I'm just floundering and trying to survive.
He's just got this second nature with shorebreak. It probably comes back from the days when he used to surf Waimea, you know, on a surfboard. This is probably easy compared to that. But yeah, he'll go out there in the biggest days and just sit in the pit, and it's terrifying. I don't want anything to do with it, I'll tell you that.
So where are we going right now?
I think we'll head down to Laniakea and try to shoot some turtles. Maybe we could get some happy little honus. Living on the hill is definitely something I love. I mean, you're right there. Look at this. I mean, literally, you drive 1 minute and you can just check out all the conditions from Kayana Point to, you know, to Sunset Beach.
How much coffee do you drink in a day?
I drink actually just 1 cup with 2 shots. I mean, that's my kind of, and then that's all I drink, you know.
That wasn't a refill I saw you getting?
Yeah. Well, for you guys, bro, I need the refill, man. I gotta keep the intensity up, man. No, but yeah, I usually just drink 1 with a couple of shots, and on occasion I'll have a refill to keep the mojo flowing here. But I love coffee. We're gonna check it out.
That's not completely flat.
No. See these little nugs? These are where the turtles come cruising. There's little zones in here, like where the turtles come and they grind, and a lot of times, like, they eat the seaweed and they come back under.
Would you see turtles from here and know right away?
Yeah, I mean, there's not, well, yeah, you can actually see them right through, like where this set's coming in.
Yeah. Do you see one now?
Yeah. Look.
Oh yeah.
Maybe there's
gets
one.
Clear right
yeah,
there.
And then sometimes, so there's one, like, taking a breath. Try, see right here? On the,
oh yeah.
Doesn't hurt to get wet. There's even, like, some little glassy nuggets that even might have potential, you know, for kind of little artsy stuff and backwashes. But yeah, we'll play and see if we can get a couple turtles.
Waves are pretty small today because it's the summer, but we're gonna swim out into this little shore break and try to see a couple turtles with Clark.
Just kind of flounder around, and you sort of act like a turtle. I mean, you know, when you're shooting it, you just kind of like be mellow. You don't like chase it or anything, or chase the turtles. You just kind of like cruise and just be one of them and just hang out. I mean, you always try to give them, you know, respect, but they're used to all of the, you know, humans and people.
That turtle doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, no, the turtle's a happy camper, dude.
This is the life, as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know, just being on the North Shore, capturing waves for a living. All bus, you've heard that one before? It's like all bus up, all busted up. You know, when you're drinking, you're all bus. Oh, hemojang. Shoots. There's shoots like shoots, camera shoots, and then there's the shoots means kind of like, okay, shoots, okay, see you later, okay, bye, how's it? It's kind of like a mixture, a Hawaiian way of saying, okay, shoots. Chihu is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, chihu, like right on, automatic, you know? There's no real like, you know, word for, I think, any of that stuff. But I can guarantee you, chihu is like you're excited and you're stoked and it's like, oh, waves are perfect. Chihu, bam.